Hi everybody, this is Dr. Oza from Oceanpointe Dental Assisting School in Hammond, and I'm talking today with Grace Kelly. She's one of our former students, and just kind of get some insight about what she was doing before dental assisting school, how her experiences were at the time, and what she's doing now. So thanks for being here, Grace.
No problem. No problem at all.
So tell me a little bit about before you started our program. Like, what were you doing before?
So I wanted to go to dental hygiene school, and so I have pretty good grades, of course, but I figured that they were looking for more of experience instead of just simply grades. So I was like, well, what can I do instead so I can gain some experience? And I've been working since I was 15 at restaurants, and I was like, well, you know what? I can go and be a dental assistant, put myself in this situation, and then see how I enjoy it, see how it is, gain some experience, and then even if I don't have a gap year in between hygiene school, I still had something in that field to benefit me at the same time.
Right. Well, that's awesome. So were you like, as far as like, you're talking about like hygiene school versus, like that's what you kind of, you're trying to get into more.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Pearl River Community College in Harrisburg for their hygiene program. That's what I'm trying to get to.
So even like, so was that something that you always been interested, or was that just?
So I'm gonna be honest. I love stuff like that. I love the cleaning, like the satisfaction of it.
Right.
And I always wanted to have a job in the healthcare field, and that was just something that I thought would, one, give me satisfaction every day and it would be super enjoyable, and two, it's just a very secure job position that you can always have.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now especially, it's just a huge need for hygienists. Like we had, we got a letter in from our board saying that they're trying to open up more slots for hygiene students because there's not enough hygienists that are out there that are working. So it's pretty cool that you kind of knew ahead of time.
Yeah, well, I just knew. I love watching the videos on YouTube of the scaling. So I was like, that's what I want to do.
That's awesome. So then how do you choose like our school? Did you look at other schools before?
So I went on Facebook because, Facebook says everything. And I looked up dental assisting schools. And I saw Oceanpointe, and I just kind of read y'all's pamphlet of like the curriculum, what y'all kind of expect out of your students. And what really kind of like pulled me in the most was it was extremely hands-on.
Right.
And that's kind of like what I enjoy, and that's how I'm a very visual learner.
Sure.
So seeing that it was mostly hands-on and that I would be able to put my hands on it and work through, that's definitely what really pulled me in, was a hands-on experience.
Nice.
And so I definitely saw that on Facebook, went on the website, got on the catalog, and it just kind of went from there. So
nice. Yeah, I mean, hands-on, that's the key part of all this, because once you get out, that's all you're doing is, it's all hands-on stuff. Well, very cool. And so you went through our program, and then what are you doing now?
I am working as a dental assistant right now.
Awesome.
So I got a job just a few weeks before I actually graduated, and they were very impressed at my interview with how much I knew and the stuff that we had been doing. And, of course they had asked me some questions about things I knew just to kind of, I guess, evaluate me. And I was able to answer every single question, and so I was lucky enough to get a job, and they're working around my school schedule as well. So.
Oh, very cool. Nice.
So I'm still able to go to school and work at the same time, so it's really great.
So then how many days do you work right now?
I work Monday through Friday, and there's just some days where I have, I'll take a long lunch, for instance. So as today, leave at 12, come back at 2. So instead of a 1 hour lunch, I'll get a 2 hour lunch just because I have a class in there.
Right.
So they're really great at working around everything for me. So
very cool. That's awesome. And did you find like your transition from assisting school to working as an assistant, was that easy? Was it hard? Or?
So the place where I'm working right now, we have a wide span of different patients that we see, but I think the core basics of everything that I learned here definitely helped me there. Like, for instance, the instruments that you use, I was able to identify all of them, know what they were for, properly set up trays. Also, because of the fact that we came in and we practiced hands-on every day with x-rays, impressions, I was able to kind of jump right in, and I had no problem at all adapting to, the patients, their mouths, and taking x-rays, just because, when we did it here, we had
over and over.
Yeah, we just did it over and over, And so I was able to jump in and then, take the x-rays, and I was very fairly impressed because doing it every day, and then our girls that we had here that we all practiced on, they all had different mouths, and so we got the practice there, and so now it's honestly kind of a breeze. And of course you learn something every day, no matter what you're doing, and no matter how long you've been doing it. But I think overall, I think I had the best training possible because I was confident when I walked in. When I walked in and they put me in the place to do it, I never felt like the nervousness of what if I mess up, because I was like, we've done this, so I can confidently go in there and not even break a sweat. I can just be like, I got this. I've seen this before. We've done this before. I've got this.
It's like second nature, huh?
Oh yeah. And so they were always, I was very impressed with myself for not even being nervous because of how much we did here. So I was able to be like, I got this. We've done this before. I've seen this multiple times before. I can do it. So yeah, that was definitely great.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. So I think that's all I have for you. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming by and giving us some insight about what you're going through and how things work with our school. So I appreciate it. And if you're interested in dental assisting, you want to come to our school, please give us a call. Our number is 985-551-0329. Classes are filling up pretty soon, so give us a buzz.